guys, welcome back to our channel. And if you clicked here by accident, my name's Leslie.
And I'm Evelyn. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. Comment down below, hashtag LNE Squad for a shout out in your next video. Let's get into it.
So as you guys can see by the title, it is not a vlog.
Not this time.
No, it's about the boy band Why Don't We? And basically we're going to be talking about our experience because it's our first concert.
She paid like a lot, and like I didn't pay that much. I was going to, but we'll explain later.
First things first, it was March 6th, 2018. Yeah.
So I was in school, right? I got picked up early so we could pick up Leslie and we both can go to Minneapolis because that's where it's located. And
First Avenue.
Yeah. It's called First Avenue.
The venue. Well, basically, that's her side. My side, I went to work for literally like 2 hours and then went back home, got ready because I was going to take the city bus at first. And I had to leave my house like at 1:30 so I can get there like at 2:30. And because we had to be there at 3:30 at the venue. And then like her dad calls my mom and like they start talking and then they were like, oh yeah, I'm out of work, I can probably take them. And I was like, thank the Lord, because it was cold. They came to my house, they picked me up, then we headed to the venue, and at this time it was like 2:15. We didn't know we were gonna wait outside. We brought these little windbreakers and it's like super thin. Like I love their merch, it's super good quality, but like don't wear this when it's like -30 outside. I took this.
We both had the same one, so.
But I took it personally because I thought it was gonna get like super hot in there and me screaming, ugh, you know. So we got there, and then I have like this group chat, and there was these girls. They were like, "Oh, Leslie, you're here already. You should come to the front of the line because limelights get to go first."
What are limelights?
Limelights are the fandom name. But also, it's like VIP where you get to meet the boys.
So, like there's general admission, VIP, and limelight. She got the limelight, her lucky self. I was going to get a limelight, but I wasn't lucky enough. She got one. There's only 16 limelights. So I just got the regular ticket just to see them.
In total, what I paid for the limelight, I paid like $325. I met up with these two girls. I knew them. Their mom was there, and then she saw us with like this thing.
She was so nice and brought us to her car so like she could like turn on the heat and warm us up, you know. So we stayed there for a little bit until it was like 3:10-ish.
Yeah, then we got off her car because supposedly we were supposed to be there at 3:30.
What time did you enter?
Like at 4:15.
And I was still in line because I did not have limelight. I just had the original general admission ticket. So I was in line, waiting outside for more than 3 hours in the freezing cold with this thing on.
So yeah, I'm going inside or whatever, and I bought her tickets like under my credit card, and that's why I wanted her to go early so then they would let her in. I went inside, whatever. And then the boys came. We were like in this little room. I don't know if like fans from Why Don't We are watching or not, but if you guys are and if you guys have limelights, just be prepared because the time that you have is so little. Some girls are literally, when I was there, like I'm not trying to be like but Zach, he was like, everybody was like hogging him, and I was trying to like just talk to him. Hi, I'm Leslie, I exist. Some of those girls that were just with him had already met them, and I was just like, I just want to say hi, I want to hug, that's it, you know. Just be prepared when you get up to any of the boys. Know what you're gonna say to them, know what you're gonna like give them. If you're gonna take a picture, know what pose you're gonna, how you're gonna pose or whatever, because time goes up like that.
So while she was in there, I was still waiting outside in the cold, and she FaceTimed me, and by this time my fingers were numb. I had my headphones in my pocket, so, and I barely felt my phone ringing, so I took my phone out. She was FaceTiming me, so I answered slowly because my fingers were that numb. And then I see Daniel. I started like, I was like shook. I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hi. And then he's like, hi, whatever. I didn't really hear him because I didn't have my headphones in.
Yeah, if we did not plan it, I was not gonna like FaceTime her. I didn't tell her like, be ready, I'm gonna FaceTime you, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I was like, I should just do it because I feel bad. She's out there waiting in the cold. He was looking, he's like, oh hi, who's that? And I'm like, oh, that's my cousin. He's like, oh really? What's her name? And I was like, Evelyn.
I remember him say I'm sorry, because I'm like, I told him I was in the cold outside freezing or whatever. I'm outside waiting, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. He was so sweet though. And then after that FaceTime call, I was ready. I got my headphones, untangled them as fast as I could. I was ready, waiting, and then she did call me again. I'm like, thank the Lord. And then she's like, who do you want to talk to? I picked Zach.
Basically, you'll see everything in this clip that she's gonna put here.
Yeah,
she recorded the screen.
You guys can't hear because when you FaceTime and screen record, you can't hear. You can only see the screen.
I was gonna like tell you like go to a store and like stay there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
warm up.
I was going to like Chipotle or something, but it was gonna close pretty soon. And what if I got lost? What if I got robbed?
Yeah.
What if I got killed? You know.
And then that would be my responsibility.
So I went in, they checked my backpack because they have to or something.
Yeah.
I got in, and then I showed them the ticket on my phone, because you can do that. And then they're like, oh, you have to go on the other line. And I'm like, oh.
And that line was long.
I FaceTimed her. So she came and picked me up, and then she got me through. Inside.
Hold on. When she FaceTimed me, okay, so Limelights get to be on the front row.
Yeah.
Right? For the concert. So I was already there. People were already like, you know, behind me. There's a lot of people, probably like 15 rows. And it's like all crowded because all the girls want to be close to the front, whatever. So then she FaceTimes me and I was like, oh my god. My social anxiety, like going through people, it just, I was like, oh my god, why? So I told this girl next to me, I was like, can you save my spot? And then she's like, oh yeah, for sure. I went, you know, I went to get her, whatever. Then we went in.
Yeah.
At this point, half of like the venue was full. So she at first didn't want to go to the front.
I didn't, because like I thought people were gonna like start arguing with us and like,
which they did. Basically one girl was talking, this is a funny part. And we went to the front and I got up to the girl, like I didn't want to be like literally in the front because she didn't have Limelight. She wasn't supposed to be in the front. We were second row. And then these girls behind us were like, it was just one.
She was like, excuse me, but we were here first, or something like that.
She's the type of person that won't say anything back to somebody. She doesn't like to start anything.
Yeah, but she, on the other hand,
like I don't either. But if you get me mad, I'm gonna. Okay, so I had this like on me, right? Like, you know, on the back it says Limelight VIP. Okay, you guys see that? You see it? Okay. And she was like, you were in the front, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I was. I just went to go do something, you know? And she's like, no, you weren't.
I was witnessing.
You should have recorded that.
I should have, but I couldn't because it was so crowded. I couldn't even like get my phone out of my pocket. And then I realized, I was like, why am I going to argue with this 15-year-old? Like, I was like, I have Limelight. I was in like the front. I just needed to go get something. She was like, no, you weren't. And she was like, no. And I was like, yes, I was. We were in front of her, right? She was behind us. And I could hear her because she was like literally behind me.
And she was mocking us because we were talking in Spanish, which that made me even more mad. It got to the point where I got ticked off, like literally. And I turned around. And I was like, you know what? If you really want to be in front of us, then go ahead. Go ahead. And like I opened the space for them to like walk up in the front. And she was like this. Are you serious? Oh my god, are you sure? I was like, I looked at her like, I'm about to knock them out like right here. I was really mad at this point where I literally could have just punched her in the face. She would have. I just wanted to.
We got to see them close, you know?
This is like her first time seeing them like really close.
Yeah, this date that we went to the concert, it was the closest I've ever been to them. I was like falling in love with them, you know?
She's that type of fan girl that's just like, singing, recording. Literally,
Singing.
this is like, this is me.
I'll insert some footage here.
Before Why Don't We perform, from like 7 to 7:45, you can say, Evan was performing. He like opened the show for Why Don't We, and Evan's one of like Why Don't We's really good friends.
At first, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Like, I thought only Why Don't We was performing, but then like girls were talking about Lambo, his new song, and like Evan, OMG, Evan this, Evan that.
And she's so confused at
I'm
this
like,
point.
who's
She's like,
Evan? But when I saw him, I'm like,
damn, he's cute.
he's cute, bro. So here's a clip of him singing.
When he was singing his song Schnack, you know, he was singing, I was like this, trying to get, like, I wanted to get him in the frame, and I was like this, and he was like right there in front, and I was like, oh yeah. And I guess he like pointed at me and was singing, and I didn't notice until she was like this. She's like, ah, he's pointing at you, and all these girls screaming, and I'm like, ah.
I don't think I was recording. I was just looking at him, admiring his like
Yeah.
look. And then he came like in front, facing Leslie,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no. And then I'm like, oh jeez, look at him. He's like,
And I'm over here trying to get him in the front of me.
she got it on video. Thank the Lord. We'll insert it right here.
Look at like his eyes.
Look at his eyes, okay?
He was staring at my soul. He was just
We'll insert some more clips of Why Don't We singing.
So the concert ended, and it was super loud in there.
And my ears, like, I couldn't hear after the concert. Like,
I was talking to her, and she's like, what?
to me.
And I was this close, like this close, into losing my voice. We get this, limelights get this, you guys saw that. And then we get this weird, I didn't know what it was. And I guess you just put it in your
It
wrist.
lights up the concert.
Yeah, it like lights up every time like you need water or something. We need to see Jonah.
So you guys can see that, right? And they signed the back too.
Yeah.
And tell them how extra you are.
Oh, I put it in a frame. Like, I went to go buy this. This was like $7.
So it's a little necklace. So yeah, that was our experience of Why Don't We. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down below, hashtag LNE Squad for a shout out on our next video.
Yep. Okay.
Bye.